smell of fuel, no fuel.
Fuel is what it is. Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. We're in downtown Kato Paphos. That is quite simply a view worth dying for. That's the milkiest of the milkiest lakes, and of course it is the blue Mediterranean Sea. What you're seeing in the distance is the Paphos Promenade, and that is the coastal pathway that connects all of the Kato Paphos beachside hotels to downtown paradise. Now, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the world. And of course, her name is Miss Orchin Gracivia Lobov.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again. Beautiful, beautiful views are opening from this side. The sea looks so calm, no chopsy-mopsiness around it. No doubt about it, the chopsy-mopsiness died for a few days.
It has indeed. Now, I was going to take you on a little rock walk, but of course, if you've lost one of our last episodes, you'll have understood that Mr. Paul fell up a rock or two and got wet, especially for you. Not concerned about myself, I was more concerned about the seat in Purdy, the Jaguar. So perhaps I should have made a video. I took my jeans off and my boxer shorts off and I drove home semi-nude. Especially for Miss Orchin Gracivia Lobov. And when I arrived home, she said to me, "Oh my goodness.
Who wrapped you? Who groped you? Who did this to you? What's happened to you, Mr. Paul? You lost your last trousers and the last boxer shorts."
Yes, indeed. Fun and games on the little channel known as Marika and Me. This is a part of the harbour that is very, very rarely shown. Two of the big boys in the Paphos Sea Cruises is Arsenal are parked up here. That's the Sea Star, and next door to that is the Ocean Blue. Of course, this season they're out of action because we're in the winter season. We're in December, if you're curious to know. But if you want to book a charter, perhaps for a special birthday party, or that special night out, Paphos Sea Cruises, they're waiting especially for you. And as we can see, some of the crew are attending to them and making sure that they're going to go into winter storage and be waiting in the summer just for you. Over there are some big grey boats. They're operated by the Paphos Marine Police, and if you're a naughty boy or a naughty girl, they're going to find you, they're going to catch you, they're going to beat you, and you never know, they may even shoot you.
Don't scare the boys. Don't scare the boys. The boys are happily eating in the Pelican at the moment being. Why? Because we know it. That's why. By the way, look at this water, how clear and beautiful it is. The water
It is indeed.
Absolutely tear of the baby.
Tears of a baby in the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour. All that's missing is you. There's a few things for sure in Paphos. If you come back now and again, the sky, it's looking blue. The sea, it's looking blue. Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue. So that must mean one thing. All that is missing is
you. Of course you. So get yourself, the little flies accosted me. Get yourself on the big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy. That's because we all impatiently waiting just for you.
We are indeed, and it looks as though Gracivia Lobov wants to take us on a rock walk. But the problem is I'm in new jeans and new shoes. So until Lady Andrea gets to Paphos, let's try and be careful because I haven't got that many pairs of blue shoes, have I?
Lady Andrea, you have got a task. Not an easy one, but you know what I mean.
Come on, Gracivia, let's go for a walk all the way through the Paphos Harbour, and we'd like you to come with us. Go on, I'll watch you get onto dry land.
Anchor.
Well, it's an anchor. That's one of the big chains there that goes out into sea, and all of these boats are attached to it. So, of course, even if Mr. Paul and the most beautiful woman in the world tried to steal one, we wouldn't get very far. You may have noticed that the sun is setting up in the sky. There's some big rocks there just before the Paphos Castle, and there's one or two guys up there in shorts. That's because the temperature is still 21 degrees and the sun hasn't even gone down yet. Today in Paphos it's been 24 degrees in the first week of December, so we're feeling very, very sorry for you. Not making fun of you, not really anyway. Perhaps if you're in downtown Norwich driving around in the rain, or perhaps if your name's Lady Zena and there's a man in your life called our Sir Kev. If you're in downtown Sunderland, keep on sending those videos of love with this little bit of white stuff dropping out of the sky. But I promise you, watching Priscilla Booth, she's going to go on a big bird very, very soon indeed. She's going to take the baby LaBooth, that's the daughter Ella, and they're going to fly off into downtown Tbilisi. And the temperature down there is a little bit cool, and the odds are there'll be a little bit of white stuff on the ground. But Tbilisi, go and Google it, go and have a look at it on the internet, go and find a YouTube video about it. It lights up like a Christmas tree. It's well, you feast your eyes. That's what I did when I went there. But of course, I've got my very, very own piece of Georgia and Armenia all wrapped up in one. And of course, that is Miss Ochin. Gracivia Booth.
Of course, 2 in 1. What can be better? 3 in 1, 4 in 1, 6 in 1, 7 in 1. Everything in one. Whole beautiful package. Like me.
Yes, indeed. And the Gumbaros in blue were, well, kicking their chairs away then. They understood that we were filming in the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour. Here we are. This is the Paphos Castle that's coming up, and these are all the harbour boats, and they're all waiting especially for you. And 1 or 2 of the boats are actually going out fishing right now, because they understand that if you want to go fishing, this is the time to go out. And of course they'll catch those fish and they'll be selling them to all the restaurants. And of course, if you're very, very lucky and you have a word with one of the captains on one of these boats, you might be able to get your very, very own sea bass indeed. Paphos Harbour at its very, very best indeed. We're going to keep on going. Priscilla Booth is having a chat with the boys in blue, because technically you're not allowed to film them. But of course 1 or 2 of them are our friends, and 1 or 2 of them want to make your friends, and they like to come and appear on camera now and again. Those 2 guys we don't know, so you never know. Watching Priscilla Booth might be getting arrested just before she gets on a big bird. This is live in downtown Kato Paphos Harbour. That is the Paphos Castle in all of its glory. And if you come back that little bit later, it all lights up like a Christmas tree. And there's lasers flashing around from blue, yes, blue, green, yellow, purple, turquoise. Priscilla Booth's favourite colour. And I think if you're in downtown off the island of Kent, yes, there's a girl called Tracy, and her favourite colour is purple as well. So drop in the comments, what's your favourite colour? And you never know, one of these nights we may come down to the Paphos Harbour and make a special video for you. Look at that, Paphos Harbour at its very, very best indeed.
One of the men wanted to know what's going on here. What are we doing? I said, well, he said, do you speak English? Yes. I said, yes, I speak English. And then something he said to his friend, and I said, I understand your language, better not to talk a lot. He said, really? Talk to me. And I started to talk to him. He was very surprised. Well, I believe I looked like a woman from another planet for him, for them both. And then he said, could we have a card of yours? I said, well, when we finish our video, if you run, and I will run to you, ho ho. If you will run to us, then you will get that luxury card of us. And he said, what actually are you doing? I said, we advertise in whole Paphos. We've done many, many videos. He said, oh, it's very interesting. How long you've been here? I said, actually, I've been here for so long. You was not born yet, I think. And he was very proud of it. He did like it. So this is how the conversation ended.
There we are. That's how you tickle a policeman in downtown Paphos. It looked about 79 to me. Probably was only about 45. But watching Priscilla Booth tickled him, hugged him and kissed him and smoothed it over, especially for you. We're going to get past the castle, out to the sunset viewing point, and you're going to get a spectacality of a view indeed. So don't click off just yet. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to come back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And if you want to keep the channel afloat, if you want to help to pay the bail money, because one of these days we will get arrested when we storm a hotel, especially for you. How do you do it? If you want to make a contribution to the little channel known as Marika and Me, hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Google these magic words: Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and Me. Up will come our landing page, and you can read a little bit about us, and of course read some of the comments and understand that a lot of people like to give us coffees, and you can do exactly the same thing. And of course we'll thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. And you can also choose to become one of our super star members, just like the girl in charge of the show. If you're in downtown Hartlepool, a very good afternoon to our one and only superstar. Of course that is Dame Anne. If you're in downtown South Wales, there's superstars down there galore. And of course, if your name is Mr. Lee, there's a Vicky in your life and a Princess Layla. A very good afternoon to you. And of course, all the way down in Nelson, South Wales, this girl's, well, showing a rear end, especially for Sir Michael. And of course, it could be reminding him of the beauty in his life. And of course, that is Lady Anne-Marie. And of course, the Princess Kaylee.
You see, the position sometimes it's very important thing. She's been waiting that way. I think she was overlooking the sea.
She was wriggling the rear end into the blueness,
and then
yes.
after a while, with this poor lady just fed up to waiting for that loved man or somebody who she loved, she just turned back and she said, now you watch me. I'm not gonna wait for you anymore. I'm not gonna hope for you anymore. So now she's looking other way around. Now I think she's waiting for Mr. Andros.
She could be, yes. Mr. Andros, if you're watching, I'll give her a little slap just for you.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Let's take you into the brand new seating area, and just over yonder is the sunset viewing point. Let's see if watching Graciela Booth is going to guide us in the right way. Many people have set up their camp, shall we say, because they're waiting for the spectacality of the sunset on the coastline of downtown Kato Paphos, one of the greatest sunsets in the world. So why not get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy. Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, we're waiting especially for you. Come with us as we get to that water's edge and show you the beauty and the spectacality as the sun casts its final gaze onto the wonderful coastline of downtown Paphos. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to come back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. Would you like to do a big goodbye?
Oh my goodness, I'm enjoying the beauty of this lovely paradise that is opening, especially of this point of view. You understand that whole world was presented, world was presented just to you. And I would like to thank you as well for your lovely attention, for the time you've been given to us for so long. We're loving you and kissing you from the bottom of our two hearts.
Let's leave you with a gaze out back across the harbour, and then we're going to finish on a high, which of course is the spectacality of the sunset in downtown Paphos. Thanks for watching, and of course we'll see you again very soon indeed, somewhere in and around Paphos. All that's missing is you. There's a little fishing boat going out, and it could be hunting for the supper for Miss Ochin, Graciela Booth, myself, and perhaps even you. Thanks for watching. absolute paradise and a picture postcard waiting just for you.